Welcome to my channel today. Welcome to this amazing channel. Welcome to this today. We are just delivering the video and the look of an amazing project which we are project managing from EBONYWORLD TV. What I want you to see, what you to learn from this video today, you are going to learn a lot, especially those of you who are planning to get your project to from the ground floor to the first floor to the third floor. We took up this project from the first contractor, and we decided this project belongs to one of our numerous fans, very big fan, a big fan, very silent fan, quiet fan, not regularly those that ask questions, but they are silent watchers. What you're bringing out, when your contractor gets a job or contract or give them a project, do they actually disclose a lot of things to you? Do they tell you most of things that they will just tell you, what we need iron rod, we need 15 mm iron rod, we need 16 mm iron rod, we need 10 mm iron rod, right? But if your contractor cannot sincerely and transparently show and explain things as being done to you, then they don't want. In this case,
the beams
we
are
got
finished.
A contractor who started the job,
but
the way they are doing things, they over budget. The way they do things, they don't do it in the right way. So we took it on and we started putting the right proportion of construction methodology in the modern year. This is a 5-bedroom duplex decking. As you can see, the fundamental way of constructing this, the iron rod we use 2.5 tons. We don't even finish it of 12 mm iron rod, 2.5 ton of 12 mm iron rod. We use 1.5 ton of 16 mm rod, and we used, I can't remember the other total, I don't have the figures, but the most important aspect of it, the most of it is the 2.5 tons of 12 mm iron rod, and we also used 1.5 ton of 16 mm rod. Okay, if your contractor don't disclose all these and the basic show of this, if your contractor just say, well, we need this, and you give them money, it's not right. This is how to do it. And sometimes some contractor will just they will have covered everything. You will not see how they have done the beam. The beam is the spine of a wide size of a decking. You can see the massive size of this house. And if you don't put enough beam right across the entire surface of the decking, you're playing with bad thing in future. We are playing with a really bad thing, because you don't want this to come down in the distant future. Okay? Here, this is, look at this thing. Now, why I now not so show this is after the network of iron rod has been done, then we bring in our electrician. I'm going to show you the electrician with the network of PVC pipes that runs through, cut across length and breadth of the surface of the decking, because without this you cannot put in wiring through. I know you can see if you look at this now, that is the first video you saw. Is now all these points where the light surrounds the building. Look at all those whites pointing out. All the back we put points like that's point 1, point 2, point 3 about at the back of the house, and every 3 meter we put a point of light outside the building. In the modern sense of it, the place is well illuminated. You are not going to be cracking anywhere after the decking has been done. This is well in preparation that once the house is finished, the decking has been covered up, then you see the crisscross. See all the points of the PVC pipe. If your contractor don't show you all this, they have something to cover. And look at it, the network of pipes. This the one sticking out high are those where they are going to borrow the wire through. So if you get an electrician and they don't show, so that's the steps. If you look at the steps, underneath the steps, look at the point. Everywhere there is enough point of light. Even if you are not going to use it, it doesn't matter. It's better to have more of it in the building than to be sorry. I also tell you, look at all those block points under the iron, so that the pipes don't crack. Because if the iron rod don't have, if the PVC don't have allowance underneath, when they are pouring the concrete will not have space to under the iron rod. This is a giant project which one of our fans. I'm telling you, time waits for nobody. Everybody must be able to do something right now or in the future in 2021. There's no delay. There's no time to waste. There is nothing that you can call as an excuse. Look at all the beams, every edge of the block, all the blocks that surrounds the house. Because of the beam, there's no cantilever here. Is to have enough width and weight and structure. Look at the steps. As the step goes down, we put enough lighting everywhere. It is better to be good than to be sorry in the end. That is why you can see right through the stairs. You can see the point everywhere where you see the point. I'm telling you, we are seeing the network is joined. Bear with me. Let me backtrack. Okay. Show you here. See where all of them meet. These pipes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pipes meeting at some point. These are the major junction that takes all the wiring to your distribution box. Right from the mid, this one probably goes down to distribution, the main circuit breaker that takes it all from the meter. Okay, so this is a modern way of doing work. You have to get this day and age. If you want to do a decking and your contractor did not show you all this, then they are just taking away. They are just taking your money. This is a friend. This is a fan who has been watching our video, because we have to be open. Let's be honest with you. What's the point? You taking money from people and you cannot clearly state or show them what you are spending their money on. And that is on this. Look at even we did the plumbing. I'm going to show you this, just the first part of the video I'm letting you, because we have to learn. Some of us are yet to get to this stage of their project. Some of us are probably at this stage, and you can quickly make enough correction before you pass this stage. You can see the flat beam, and the real beam. The real beam is a 16 mm. You could see the thicker, the crisscross is 12 mm. But this one's on the top of the wall, all around the building, is the 16 mm. There's no way we do this, because we're going to show you when we're going to do the decking, because we are here for quality, and we want people to learn. That's the waste pipe. Everything has been done right from the ground floor to come to the top. So at EBONYWORLD TV, we do people's project in a proper thorough way and a transparent way. Look at all the network. They're not doing anything bad. Those pipes are going to carry cables. They're going to transport cables all around. You see, going down the stairs, is to tell you all the things that all the points of light everywhere in the building, So, and then you can see what we are doing. How are you, Dan? How are you, Austin? How are you, everybody that are here? This is the way we tell people. We don't just say, okay, bring X amount of money, bring millions of naira, bring, without justifying the essence of, look at how huge a 5-bedroom duplex. Because some of you, your contractor will tell you, you need 5 tons. No, all we need, this is 5-bedroom. It has a big dining, a big living room downstairs, and a big guest house downstairs, and there are 4 bedrooms and everything. It's a big massive house. People are taking giant steps. This is what this man loves, right? Watch it. You are going to watch this man's project. We handle it in the modern sense. Quite a lot of mistakes was done when the first project handler was doing it, but what we do at EBONYWORLD TV, we put people's project in the right right way. We put it right, we correct it, we tell them, even if we don't get the project, if you contact us, we will give you the right. Look at the outside the building. I think this video has run before. Outside the building, this building, we took the decking off. We didn't take the first. We don't take, because all the columns will still be covered. We haven't finished. But when they want to do the decking, the carpenter will now go around to cover the edges of the building. So don't be afraid when you contract. Inside, look at where all those pipes are dropping in for. You're going to see, even inside, is to show you where some of those pipes are dropping in the building. This is the extra. I mean, we're preparing the project. I say, even the iron rod, the 16 and the 12 mm iron rod that we said 2.5 ton, we still have some left. That is it there, and that some of that we're going to use it for the parapet stage. We don't put people's money in their pocket. So that right side now, they look at all the points drop light. That should be where the point of light or the distribution box. Here we're going to cover that. That's light point. That's light point there. There is light point everywhere. That's a point of light point. That's light point. That is another light point. That point there. Anywhere you see a white pipe coming in, those are the light point. That's a light point. Those are the light point. Bear with me. I think we need to move. Bear with me. Come on. Where are all the videos? Okay, bear with me. I'm doing. I believe the videos. 1 second. Wide. Just welcome everybody. That's the best. It's a beautiful way. It's one of our Jolly Okoro. I'm going to be showcasing everybody's project. In 2021, you have to go with a big ambition. If you've not done anything before, it is now high time that you start doing something. Bear with me. Let me just look at it. When all the 15 videos have been done. Bear with me. I'm just bear with me just 1 second. I want to make sure that all of it are right away done as it should be. Bear with me. The number 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Bear with me. 17. Okay, right. Bear with me. Did they all? Because they all. Yes. Okay. That's about. That's about the whole video. Basically, that's about the whole video. I could just try and explain and bring something up. Bear with me and try and show you a little bit. Even look at this. Let me pause this and make some analogy here. Okay, let me just restart. This is the first base. The contractor that first wanted to handle this project was talking about over 300 bamboo that will be the spine of where these guys are standing on. It was so much outrageous demand, outrageous number of figures over budgeting. And we looked and we sat down and said, well, we want to save the owner plenty of money. We took it up and we started breaking down what should it. Now, right behind this young man standing is the flat beam. Flat beam, apparently the previous person did not create, they didn't want to put enough beam. They just want to make the building, the floor to be massive like that, and indirectly after a while the decking will cave in. And we want safety. We don't want something that people it becomes a problem in future. I don't want to use a negative word because Google, YouTube will probably will suspend my video. That's why I don't want to use that. There's some word that their crawler will pick up. Even if there's not a bad word, it will still classify it as a bad word. So look at that where defined. That's the flat beam. Flat beam, you have to have all of it across the building. If you don't create a beam on top of the block, on top of the club block, the naturally all blocks inside the on the decking must have a beam of 16 mm. Sorry. So what we did, we have to create a beam, a cross beam across places where there is no concrete wall. So we have, block wall. So we have to put a flat beam to join an intersection of the building. The natural one. So as you can see that, okay, so that's the 15 mm that we first bought 2 tons, and then when we got to a point we said, oh, it's not going to be enough. So sometimes you can tell your contractor that if the contractor is not pleased with this contract, the contractor is not if they say they want 3 tons, why don't you first and foremost buy them 2 tons? And you buy 2 tons and you realize, obviously, if it's a very truthful contractor, it has to show you how they have exhausted these number of metal, of rod, and then you now realize that obviously they need more. So we are told by my client, who is one of our big numerous fans, silent fans on this channel, I said, well, don't worry, give us you can see the flat beam. The flat beam are the one that is flat on top of the wood. They're not resting on the concrete. They're not resting. Sorry, let me show you here. Here, right here. These are the major beams. Let me move a little bit backward. This one on the left are the beams that we created to cut across the major beams that is resting on the wall. So definitely take that in mind. If they are going, if your project gets to this stage, you want to ask your contractor, I need to see the major beams and the flat beams. 2 major beams needs to run on a huge space of a property like this. Is a 5-bed with big giant rooms. You don't want the decking to have a concave shape in the middle. Okay, so the major beam rests on, the major beams are bigger and larger. They rest on all the blocks right around the building and some points across the building, but the one that will hold the major beam are the one that is like a crisscross, like a cross intersection point, and that's the one that you can see visible on the left, and the one on the right are the major one. Look at it. The flat beam is flat while the major beam is on the block. The flat beam is on the wood, while the major beam is on the concrete blocks that have. So this the flat beam. These are the flat beams. Flat beams are the one right and the left, while the one in the middle and the major beam. Okay, so all these they need to show you when they are constructing your project for you. They cannot hide anything, because you don't know what they are covering up. Because whether they use the right iron rod, whether they don't use the right iron rod.
So we have been bringing in the 12 mm up for the floor.
Immediately this is done, before they cover it up, you get your
the beams are finished.
into
both the
place,
door beam and the flat beam.
and let them start putting the PVC pipes that will transport. Wonderful. This is a great project. I mean, you can see the stairs. They've not run the iron rod through the steps. I'm going to show you at some point later, maybe later this week or later, because I've got quite a few projects I need to showcase. You will see when before the wood, all the planks are put in place, the bamboo, the 2x3 or 3x4 that was suspending the wood which they are standing on, and that's the waste pipe. And we are still going to extend that. We're going to do some major work, and all the columns. One more thing, when I get to that video, I'm going to show you when your contractor starts the project right from the ground floor. They must run the 15 or 16 mm for their pillar to come out more longer than the column that they were doing after the length of the rods that must come out must be above the 2, 3 or 4 coaches of blocks above the lintel, because we have a little bit of problem we were correcting this. The previous contractor did not do the right thing, and we had to be chipping out the edges of the edges of the columns, because the iron rods were not shooting out properly for the concrete that is going to be done. So I know we have to tell the welder to extend the length of the existing pillars on the edges, some of the edges of the, so you can see now. So you need to now tell them after that one has been done, the iron rod must come out very well, extended out. So they got something biscuit are those small blocks, broken block. It was concrete blocks, was made with cement and create some blocks to elevate the iron rod, so that the iron rod will not crack the PVC pipe, because if it cracks it will be very difficult to pass the snake wire that will pull all the cables round all those pipes. Okay. Thank you. Also, any one of you that is about to do a project, this is the procedure, this is how to go about it. It's one of you. When your project gets listed and you give it to us, we will showcase it. The young man is absolutely hardworking like you. They recycle hours. They work hard. They work hard to get this project. They want to live in this house. They want to live very beautifully. They want to live in a good dream. So you visualize. This is a vision. This is the dream of the young man, and we are happy to look at it. Like I said, they must put points of light everywhere. That's the instruction you have to give your electrician when they are passing the pipe. Everywhere you see a white pipe sticking out, we will not going to be. It's done in readiness, in anticipation of when the house is finished. You'll be seeing the house will be well illuminated. We have enough light around, and anywhere that light is not now, that means if the project is finished, you have to be using chisel and be creating hole after the beautiful building has been done. It is not right. Everything's got to be done. They are all in place now, in readiness for a proper decking construction. So I'm not going to bore you. Look at it. Every intersection has points of light that when they remove the wood, you just see the white plastic or the circle where some of the points of light in the living room will be coming out. You can see that. So it's a short one. Like I said, it's not going to be long. it's the way a project is done. We project manage. I might be based in UK, but I've got experienced hands that will do your project to the point whereby having this in your house, you'll be watching your project. That's the staircase where that's the I think I've passed that. Let me go back. Right. So look at it. Every point of the room has their light point. You are not going to be cracking anymore. They are just going to be automatically once the shell of the wood has been removed. Don't forget, anybody who wants to criticize or has opinion, the carpenter will not come until a day or 2 days before the casting, so that the wood, he's going to be there on site watching them where any leakage might come. Sorry, let me come back to something to show you here, because bear with me, I need to right. There's something I want to quickly show. Just pray I'm able to see it. Oh no, it's not here. I pray something I want to show. So when your welder, an experienced welder, see where the leg of this man, see on the left side, those are the small small concrete which we created to lift the iron rod up. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Here, see this point. There must be at least 2 feet extension of a 16 or 15 rod. All right, there with me. Look at that. This point. See, where a little bit to the front, you can see the 4 standing iron rod. This is a standard thing, so that when the casting is done, you will be able to see all the points where the pillars are, which you are going to extend from. It will not be so difficult for any other welder to continue the pillar from that. But if the welder don't put that extra to shoot out, then it's a big problem of where to identify with the extension and the continuation of the pillar. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you there. So you need to start putting your eyes, poke your eyes around. See, all the edges, wherever pillars are, there must be an extension of all these iron rod. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. I told you it's not going to be a long video. It's an educative channel, which we said it is usually interesting. I'm so glad that people are doing something. So when are you going to start your own project? They've started their own. They took the bull by the horn. They just say, you know what? I'm tired of the country where I am. I don't have anything to show that I have spent several years in this country. Back home, this young man, no bank is going to go and arrest him and say, well, you have not paid your mortgage. I know that is a system where we live. We have to pay mortgage, we have to pay bit by bit over a period of some years, and then if we are lucky, we get some equity on it and we sell it. Although we don't buy property wherever we are just for the fun of going to sell it one day. But however, back home as a backup, as something that you're going to look back and say, these are all my resources and my sweat and extra money I made. This is what I was able to generate. That you can take your family and you are going to be so satisfied that something good came out from a number of years which you spent in abroad. So, like I said, it's not definitely going to be a long video. So please, brother, any need plastering under the decking before POP? Yes, it has to be plaster. You cannot do POP before plaster. You can never do POP. It makes it even much better. But if your POP man says you don't need to plaster, maybe they have another methodology. Yeah, but the most important thing as well is to save you cost and make the whole building look fine. If they say they can do it, If they said under the decking you don't want to plaster, don't worry, as long as they deliver a good job. So on this note, I'm going to stop here. We will hopefully get across to you again before Friday. This is the amazing channel. All of you, we wish you a wonderful time. Everybody all over, we are all equal. We are all hustlers. We are all hardworking, resilient, determined. But you have to visualize where you are going in the new year. You want to buy land? Take notes. Do the research properly. You want to start your construction? Get your design. Ask questions. Look, you can do a bill of quantity, estimate quantity. But if you give us your project, your money is in safer hand, your project is in safer hand, we're gonna do it properly for you. That is what we advocate for: openness, sincerity, and we don't cover anything at all. So you're rest assured. There are other projects that some of our people are doing very well, and I'm so glad. I am happy to showcase people's project on this channel. I'm so happy, I'm so delighted. People, and like I said, when you start a project, at some point as you're carrying on doing it, it gives you longevity, it gives you long life, it gives you chance to hope for better, to hope and think for better, to look and say, oh, I've got the next thing to do. I've got the next thing to do. Next thing, what is the next thing to do? Because you're thinking ahead. You're thinking ahead of the current state of the project, and that's indirectly adding more years to yourself. So I'm going to stop here. Hopefully, we'll come on your way again on this channel, the best channel. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, so that even if I'm just doing a preview, it can ring a bell and show straight on your phone. Extend this channel to your friends. This is the only place where I can get the best information as far as your construction is concerned. Thank you very much. I'm going to bring, still, this is just to whetting our appetite. I'm going to show you before the woodworks was done, and the bamboo, you will see them as they are delivering. When they at every stage of our construction, and we show them when the items being delivered and when it's being used. So you don't see that we don't cut corners. All right, so we're very sincere and transparent. Thank you very much. God bless you, all of you, as we journey into 2021. All right, thank you. Your best and only channel, and your host, Damola Ribisalaba. However, I told you about my second channel, which I'm going to open. I will be launching that sometime in February, and I will count on your support. Equipment, finance, name it. I would count on all my friends, all my fans all over the world, from US, from Canada, Australia, from Europe, from UK, of course from Nigeria, home nation, and West Africa and Africa. The best place to invest at the moment. All right, thank you, and God bless you all. Bye-bye. Close with that now, just for you to have a look at it. A beautiful project from one of our resilient EBONYWORLD TV fans. Say all the necessary places in the building